Win or lose. I'm Jeff Stein with today's Iowa Politics Report. The trial of the former Minneapolis police officer charged in connection with the death of George Floyd last May is now in the hands of the jury. And as is always the case, a verdict could come at any time, or perhaps depending on when you're hearing this, it's already been announced. Regardless of how the trial ends, there will be widespread protesting and violence in the Twin Cities, as well as in other major cities around the country. Now, obviously, if he is found not guilty, there will be angry people storming the streets. But let's assume the defendant is convicted of something. If it's not the most serious of the possible charges, there will be riots again from people not satisfied, regardless of the facts of the case. Let's assume, though, the defendant is found guilty of everything possible, the most serious of the charges, with the highest level of punishment possible. There will still be riots, this time in an odd way, to celebrate, but also to note that the whole thing should never have happened. The jurors had best be making plans to move so they aren't targeted like a defense witness in the trial was. Then again, it's probably too late for that. It's never made sense to me that people in large cities will riot to celebrate winning a sports title. You're expressing your joy by trashing your neighborhood and stealing from businesses? Well, if that happens, and we know that it does, imagine what will happen at the end of a trial that is attracting such national attention, just days after another officer-involved shooting in that geographic area. Not praising, not condemning, just noting that regardless of the outcome, there will be violence and damage. And that alone is a sad commentary about life in America these days. And that's the Iowa Politics Report for Tuesday, April 20. On Twitter, Instagram, and Parler at Iowa Politics. I'm Jeff Stein on News Talk 1540 KXEL.